All right, sorry about that, Capricorns. I was saying there's a couple of planets that are transiting your sign, Pluto and also Saturn. And so, you all feel those transitions probably a little bit more than the average Joe, because it's happening in your sign and because you understand it sort of at a visceral level, at a gut level. You know what's happening. And so, what you all have done is like got into Capricorn mode and say, hey, I got to hold it down, got to be shield and buckler, got to go do my thing, got to stay focused, got to, you know, got to keep grinding. And that's what you guys did. And it doesn't matter what you were grinding at. It could have been about work. It could have been about relationships. It could have been about internal work. Whatever it is, you put your mind on it and you were like, this is what I know I got to do now. It's almost like something in you intuitively said, you know what? Pluto and my ruling planet are in my sign right now. I got shit to do. And so I'm about to be about it. And that's the mode that you went into. And actually, it's been happening for years. You've been in that position for years now. And so what's happening is that there's a feeling of a lift because now the other planets are kind of playing along. I'm not even going to say playing. They're pitching in, and now they're saying, "Oh, okay. Um, Everything's got to get lined up," and everything is getting lined up. That last Mercury retrograde was something different. It's different than any other one I've ever felt, and it's because I intuitively felt like we've got to talk through this process. We can't shut down on this Mercury retrograde. We can't go somewhere and be quiet. Like we've all gotten real used to, a lot of people have gotten used to, oh, it's a Mercury retrograde. Like be careful about what you're saying and like go somewhere and shut up, be quiet, don't get in any arguments, don't talk with old boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, all of that kind of stuff. Significant others, don't do that. But this Mercury retrograde was really about like, yeah, you got to talk through it. You got to talk with Mercury being in retrograde, and you got to figure out how to communicate. And if you think about it, if you can communicate well during a Mercury retrograde and actually get some healing done, then being able to communicate through any other kind of healing practice or any other kind of difficulty that you might be going through with somebody else in relationship, or difficulty that you're going through at work, you'll be able to communicate that easily going forward. I was saying in the first part of the video that if you were feeling any, if you were getting it, if you were making the attempt and you were getting hit on both sides, left cuts, right cuts, all kinds of stuff going on, then that's because of the resistance, or there was some resistance in you. So between now and the next Mercury retrograde, I'm going to say, and I don't have that in front of me, but I will be posting about it. Then I want you to focus on that. Use your new moons, use your full moons to your advantage to get yourself from point A to point B and Z eventually. All right, so I've started pulling a few cards for you all, Capricorn. The very first thing that came up with Queen of Swords. To me, this energy falls right into what I was saying before about like you feeling inherently, this is what I got to do. Okay, Queen energy is intuitive energy because it's feminine energy. So this was something that was felt more than it being about somebody telling you, oh, you need to do this, 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 and a third. This is something that you felt that you had to do, that you were moved to do, and then you jumped right on it and you made it happen. Queen of Swords is no joke energy. Okay, she knows what she's got to do and then she handles it. And that's whether you're male, female, doesn't matter, gender non-conforming, doesn't matter. This energy of the Queen of Swords was all about getting the job done and not playing about it. Okay, I have an Emperor coming in reverse, and that's because of the energy that we're in right now. Things are helter-skelter. In case anybody hasn't noticed, they're quite helter-skelter, and I'm not saying that to like get into the fear-mongering and get into the hype of what's happening politically and on the news and everything, but clearly we are out of order, and there's some order that needs to be put together. There's nobody better than to help put order in place than a Capricorn. So I feel like you all are going to start to feel your power a little bit, and you're also going to start to feel your position. Okay, you're coming into your own, you're coming into position, you're learning that who you are really is valuable in the world. You have not been getting a lot of sleep as a result of it. Okay, but that's coming. I feel like you're going to start to receive some rest. You're going to have to start taking it to Capricorns. You guys have been really, really busy. And when I say busy, not just busy in a, in a I gotta stay busy kind of thing, because y'all can do that. But you've been holding it down, like I said, and it's been taking a lot out of you. So you're going to need that. Know that you're in this phase and pace yourself. Know that you're in this phase and pace yourself, because you guys are going to be called on a lot. You're going to be called on a lot because now people know they need order. It's really interesting to me because nobody wants the order. Like, nobody wants the authoritarian figure to come in and, and say, hey, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, we're going to do this, 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 and that. They don't like to be dictated to, and they don't want people to tell them what to do. But when you go through that for a long period of time, then you get this disarray, you get this chaos going on. You have to have order. Capricorn really represents that, but in this case, it's like, okay, know that that's where you are. Get your rest, because things are coming, and here they go. So, Knight of Pentacles. To me, Knight of Pentacles is telling me that there are some very practical questions that people are going to have that they're going to come to you with. They're going to come to you and say, hey, what do I do about this? And you're going to be telling them this, 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 and that. You have the information. You know what it is that you need to do. And you're going to be able to tell them that. These are people who are a little less, what is the word? Adept at what it is that they're doing. Excuse me. These cards are always flying. These are people who are not as adept at what it is that they're asking you about. And what they're asking you about, again, is real practical things. Like, what do I do about this? And like, to you, they're kind of no-brainers, but to them, it's not a no-brainer. So don't be like, you don't need me for that. Yep, they need you for that. And guess what? Charge them. Just saying. All right, so the next thing that's coming up for you is the Six of Swords. A feeling like you need to move on. You need to get away. You need somebody to kind of push you off the edge a little bit. You may need a little push. You may need a little push. Sometimes Capricorns get stuck. They get stuck in a mode and they don't get out of it. So you may be needing a little push right now. This may be the push. I think this is the push that's coming. So when people are coming and asking you for things and asking you for information, asking you for advice, the push off the edge is you saying, okay, I will share this information with you. This is what I need. Okay? Don't go getting into that like just like giving it out. It comes natural to you, and sometimes when things come natural to us, we think that they're not worth anything. They are worth something. Though that advice, that information that you have inside of you, it is worth something. I just need to tell you that it's worth something. So don't give it away for free, Capricorns. It's not worth it. It's not going to be worth it to you. But that is actually the push that you're needing right now, because it looks like things have been difficult, maybe financially for you. Or maybe you just haven't been feeling like you're on top of your game, okay? And you all like to feel on top of your game. It's not that you're not on top of your game. You're actually getting ready to get on top of the game. If you haven't been feeling like you're on top of your game, do some self-analysis and pay attention to these people and what they're asking you for, because that's where your value and where your self-worth really is. Well, not where your self-worth is. That's where your value is to other people, okay? I don't want to confuse that with self-worth at all. All right, so the next card up is Justice. Justice is things being balanced and in order. This when everything is in balance. It's in a perfect balance. It's not just in the balance between, work-life balance and stuff like that. It is like the universe is balancing itself out. Remember I was telling you that we've got this chaos going on right now. The universe is calling for there to be a balance, and that balance is related to what is good with you. Okay, if it's not good with you, then that's not it. It's got to be good with you. If you're doing something and it ain't good with you, then it's time to start moving away from it. Move away from it first mentally if you can't move away from it physically. So for example, let's say you're in a job and this job is paying your bills, but this is not moving you. It ain't where your heart is. Then you know there may be a few steps. You may need to apply for a different job. You may need to look at some different things. You might need to look at a different location if the location is the issue. But the thing is for you now is to determine what is it about it that is not good for you, so that you won't go get another something that looks just like it, just because you're stressed out because you gotta go. Okay, because you need this push, you need to go. I'm ready to go. I'm trying to do this. But you want to make your moves strategic. You want them to be strategic moves, not just I got to do it so now I'm gone and boom, I hate this place, I'm out. Don't do that. Like, really take this time to say, what is it about this place I don't like? What is it that's bothering me about this? What do I not want to do again in this? It could just be location. It could just be the location. It could just be the people, that you're working with. Or it could be the job itself, which means you need to shift careers and then you need to do some self-analysis around that. But at any rate, it's like, bring this together. Like, that's what all of this is doing. It's like, let's pull it all together. Let's get it all in one place. Again, I'm getting it again, like staying up at night, worrying about something, being concerned about stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's because you haven't been getting the rest that you need. That's why you're up worrying about stuff. You need to get rest. You need to take a breather, because you really don't have anything to worry about, Capricorns. You really don't. Things are lining up. Again, Justice card is telling me that everything is lining up. Yeah, everything might not be perfect right now, and you need to get from where you are to the next thing. But the thing of it is like getting up at night worrying about it, it's not going to solve it, because guess what? This is about timing. This is the time that you're in, and what you're doing is lining up things so that you can then be where you need to be for those that are coming and seeking your advice and your counsel. So things are lined up. It's nothing to worry about anymore. And so it's really just about you being tired. It really, really is. So if you're up at night and you're like, oh, I can't do this, I can't figure this out, my mind is cluttered, da-da-da-da-da, go to bed. Don't sit up there thinking about it too long, because that's what you need to do, go to bed. We got Knight of Swords that came out with the Two of Wands. Again, I'm getting like this need to move. This is your little push. This is you looking out at the distance and saying, I need to get from this place to the next place. Okay? And you're feeling really anxious about that. The energy is also there for it to move quickly. Nights usually bring speed, okay? But this night is also not only about speed, but it's about being clear about where you're headed, okay? So you got to be clear about where you're headed. I can tell you right now, a lot of you guys are going to be doing some consulting work. A lot of you guys are going to be doing some consulting work, or either you're going to be hired out to come in and do some specific work, and that specific work is going to be really, really lucrative for you. Because, like I said, the people that are coming to you, they have no idea what to do, and these are things that you know how to do without question. You can do them with your eyes closed, your hands tied behind your back, and all you need is your mouth, which is great. That's called consulting. That means I'm going to tell you what to do, and you're going to pay me to tell you what you need to do. And I get to name my price, because the information is valuable to you. Capricorns, y'all sitting in the catbird seat. You're sitting in the catbird seat. And I don't know why you're worrying. You're worrying because you're sleepy. Get your rest. You deserve it. You really do. All right, so yeah, you're getting ready to move to some different shores, Capricorn. You're definitely getting ready to move to some different shores. You're getting ready to pick up and move to a whole different direction. So don't anticipate exactly what you think it's going to be. Just be open to these people that are coming through. These folks are going to tell you exactly. And if you're in that situation, like, why are people coming and asking me? It's because you're the person with the answers. So accept that. Accept that. And ultimately, don't forget this. Ultimately, what they're asking you for is this. And you know how to put things in order, Capricorn. You do. Y'all are the ones that know how to put some stuff in order. Y'all will come in, straighten it out, fix it, put everything in a line and say, now look, this is what you're going to do. That's the type of people you all are. So really what they're calling for and what they're calling you about is, please bring order back to my life. Sure. Gladly. That's what Capricorn's saying. Gladly. I will do that for you if it will make my life easier. Look at here. The Star card. I can end the reading right there, honest to God. This is the Star card, you being in your star power. So you guys have put in the work, Capricorn. Y'all have put in the work. You put in the time. You put in the effort. You put in the work. There's a few little things that you're still trying to deal with. These are like burdens, difficulties. You made an uphill journey almost by yourselves. Or you felt like you were doing it by yourselves, but really what you were doing is you were shouldering up with the other Capricorn mates. And you all were shouldering it together, but it was a lot to carry. So if you felt like it was burdensome, if you felt like the time was like a struggle, like an uphill battle, it's because it was. It was an uphill battle, but guess what? You can put these down now. You can start to put these down now. You really can. You know, whatever it is that you were carrying, you can lay it down. You can tell people, hey, no more, because guess what? I'm waiting for these folks. I know I am. All right, and the Empress again, abundance. Abundance is coming for you. So get your star power on. Get ready to get your star power on. If you haven't already thought about, if you haven't already thought about how much you're going to charge people for your services, then start thinking about that. If you don't have any idea what to charge people, go on glassdoor.com and type in a general sense of what your titling is, or where you think you're going to be, consultant, this area, whatever. It'll give you a number to start with, but you can probably charge them more than whatever Glassdoor is offering, because guess what? The advice that you're going to give them is going to be state of the art, and it's because you've done the work. So, you know, all terrible things come to a good end, don't they? They come to a great end, looks like to me. Okay? So, I don't know, like right now you guys should really just be enjoying yourself and having, taking some time out, get your vacation in, get some vacation time, take some time off. When people start, you know, because the people are going to start coming, they're going to come fast. So just do that. Stay focused in that area. And the area that you're focusing on now is sleeping, resting, getting some rest, getting your well-deserved rest. And every time you think to yourself, oh, I got this to do, or oh, I got that to do, I can't do this because I've got to do that. I want you to envision yourself. Let me see if it's still out, or have I put it away? I think I did. Imagine yourself with all of those sticks and all of those things going uphill, going up going up the hill in the uphill battle. Just keep that in mind and say, oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to be taking a vacation. Okay? All right, so if you would like a love reading, or if you want to focus on another aspect of your life other than the one that is coming through for me right now, you can hit me up. You can reach me at Kerri, Kerri, at wooingnature.life, and I'll be glad to give you a personal reading. Also, stay tuned into this channel. This channel will give you some other information about things that are going on with the moon, things that are happening astrologically, and then, of course, we use the tarot to kind of back it up. So, as always, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you have a fantastic life.